Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here in Oswego, and what better way is there to kick off the day than with our favorite show?
I can't think of a single better way at all. Maybe only two more. All right, we have a lot of fun stories for you all today, including a look at some interesting Thanksgiving dishes.
Plus your weather and entertainment updates.
Let's rise and shine.
At 9, I'm Caroline Evans.
And I'm Dan Corlett, and I, for one, am super excited for Thanksgiving. It's one of the best days. We took a little bit of a hiatus these last couple of weeks because of fatigue from whiteout weekend and classes. Shout out to teachers for making us tired. But Thanksgiving's coming up, and I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm excited to go home.
Yes.
That's all I care about.
I mean,
I'm excited for my flight, but
I'm staying here, but I am excited to be able to stay here and not have to do anything for a few days other than. Once again, shout out to teachers. 3 or 4 10-page papers that I have to do. You know who you are. You know what you've done to me. I will never forgive you. That's not true. I love you. Please give me an A. All right. We're going to start with our first story, and it's one that I have grown very attached to. Skiers and snowboarders love the snow, but also so do dogs.
And there's one cutie in Snowbird, Utah, who is ready to save some lives. Well, in a few years, that is. Haley Higgins has more on Gator.
Search! She will be joining 5 other patrol dogs at Snowbird Resort.
They're just excited to please, and they're great searchers.
At just 9 weeks old, it's hard to believe that this little ball of energy could one day save a life.
She's already sitting and healing, and it's just really cool to see the pup progress.
Biddle says that in just a year and a half, Gator will be fully trained and ready to take on the real search.
As the dog gets older, we do scenarios. We'll do practice searches where we'll bury people under the snow, and we'll get the dog all excited and to do a search. We have our tools that we use. We have our transceivers, we have our recos, but the dogs can cover so much area in such a quick amount of time. Their noses are amazing.
Patrol dogs are tested every year to keep their A-level status. Once they reach the age of 8 or 9, they usually drop down to a level B, which means
they can stay at our ski area, do searches here, but they won't go on a backcountry rescue.
But for now, Gator has a long journey ahead of her. Haley Higgins, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Ski resorts are already opening this week, and as the weather continues to track its frigid track.
I just met Gator, and I will hurt anybody who brings anyone to Gator. I love that dog, and I've not met him.
He is probably one of the cutest dogs I've ever seen, except for mine, Riley. Shout out.
Shout out to Riley. You said you don't ski or snowboard. You're moving to Florida come December or January.
January, yeah.
So, gonna go to Blizzard Beach, and you're gonna ski with tubes on water slides.
It's the closest I'll get to skiing.
It's the closest you'll get. Well, I mean, they do. You can probably find something else to do because Florida's always got something to do.
True.
Just don't end up being a Florida man or a Florida woman. That's our only request from Rise and Shine.
All right,
anyway,
sounds good.
Let's talk about Michelle Obama.
All right, Michelle Obama may soon have another award to put on the mantle, a Grammy. The former First Lady on Wednesday was nominated for the Best Spoken Word Album Award for her work on the audiobook of her memoir, Becoming. If she won, this would be Obama's first Grammy, but her household's third. Former President Barack Obama has 2 Grammys in the same category. Becoming was released in November 2018, and as of March, sold more than 10 million copies.
I have an Audible membership, and it's mostly just a Billy Crystal, Steve Martin, and Ellen DeGeneres book. But I'm interested in this because I really like her. I do think she's probably one of the finest first women we've ever had in office.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll be honest, I probably won't listen to it.
Okay.
But if I were going to, she has such a nice voice. Both of them do. Both Obamas have great voices.
I miss America's mom and dad, so please come back in some way. We need you, Mr. and Mrs. America's dad. Anyway, in somehow bigger news, Taco Bell is stepping into the chicken sandwich fray. Haha, but not exactly with the chicken sandwich. The fast food chain announced it is currently testing out a crispy tortilla chicken, right? It's chicken strips breaded with jalapeno buttermilk and tortilla chips. And Taco Bell says you can get them standalone like chicken tenders or in a flour tortilla, which would be their version of a chicken sandwich. Taco Bell is rolling out the crispy tortilla chicken in Houston and Dayton, Ohio to start, and they hope to expand the menu item nationwide next year. I am so excited.
That sounds so good, and like get it just regular chicken strips and then get like the cheese sauce on the side, a little spicy.
You figured it out.
I did.
You've already figured it out, and there's like it's not even here yet. Did you ever get they did the chicken chips, like it was like chicken tenders in the shape of like
Yes.
tortilla chips? God,
Love
what
them.
can't they do? Science, man, it's amazing. All right, well, to pair with your Taco Bell, when you think of wine to drink, you probably think of regions like Napa Valley and you know stuff in California. But what about Kansas?
A local community college is bringing winemaking to the Great Plains. Reina Garcia has details.
Bob and Joe Bodine are no strangers to the agriculture industry. As fifth-generation farmers, they were looking for a new challenge to take on.
We were sitting around talking about the farm and wondering, you know, how can we get into a different crop, a different product.
They decided to give the wine industry a try. That's what brought them to Highland Community College. The college's winery is located at their Wamego campus, and it offers viticulture and enology programs.
Usually it's in the classroom in the morning, and then after lunch, it's in the field, planting vines and doing pruning and canopy management and all those different things that go into harvesting and growing grapes. And then on the winery side, it's the same thing, classroom in the morning, and then they're in the lab or in the winery.
But the instructors wanted to do more than just teach students about the grape growing and winemaking industries. They also wanted to prepare them to turn it into a business.
How do we help folks get past that initial hurdle of the equipment and the building and the tasting room and the marketing and all the things that go into starting a winery?
To do that, they allow winemakers to rent out a space at the winery to make and sell their wine.
The equipment's here, the expertise is here.
Bob and Joe took advantage of that opportunity. Now, they're the proud owners of Bodine Wine Company.
Don't dream your life, live your dreams. And to me, what better dream, what better thing to do is to start a winery.
The popularity of the winemaking program is drawing students from as far away as northern Nebraska, and the Highland County Community College also makes and sells its own vintage at the winery as well. I'm not a wine person, but I've always been interested in how you just turn grape juice into adult grape juice, and that's all that wine seems like to me.
No, honestly, that is pretty cool. Not old enough to drink wine, but I think that's pretty cool. It's like a different skill that like not that many people have.
Right, yeah, and the local spirits business is booming, so it's a good business to get into. All right, well, just in time for your Friendsgivings, Walmart is looking to boost its grocery store business by giving the produce department a makeover. Wednesday, Walmart announced plans to renovate produce areas with new signs highlighting prices. It will also widen aisles and install shorter merchandise bins to create a, quote, open market feel for customers.
The company also plans to move all of its organic items into a single area of the department to make them easier to find. Produce is the first thing customers see when they enter Walmart and a key part of the retailer's defense against Amazon. Morgan Stanley estimates that Walmart is America's largest grocer and controls around 20% of the fragmented U.S. grocery industry.
I will be going to Walmart for some stuff for our Friendsgiving this week, but I've just started shopping there recently, and I've not. It hasn't occurred to me that produce is their defense against Amazon, because Amazon literally does everything else that they do. Also, shout out to Walmart for having cheesy whales. They're better than goldfish. Anyway, all right. So coming up after the break, we have a look at some interesting Thanksgiving recipes.
But before that, we'll have a look at weather with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Eric Johnson. What's going on, Eric?
So guys, we're looking at Skycam 10 over SUNY Oswego campus. We are looking at those clouds and that low visibility out there. Temperatures right now right at 36. Our next storm system is off to the west, and that's going to be moving in as we work our way into tonight. We'll also see those winds starting to pick up, and I'll tell you if we're going to see any snow right after the break. Welcome back, Storm Team 10 meteorologist Eric Johnson here. We're taking a look at your weather headlines. We are looking at some showers tonight, but as you work your way into tomorrow, you are going to want to hold on to your hats because we're looking at those winds gusting possibly 40 to 50 miles per hour. We do look to have some better weather for the weekend, but we do look to have a wetter pattern as we work our way into next week. So our weather maker for tonight is right out to the west. You can see these showers just moving through Chicago. That'll be shifting into our area as we work our way into tonight. Now, as we zoom a little closer to home, we are looking at a couple wind advisories out there for Oswego and Jefferson County. That's going to take you from 4 a.m., so that's late tonight, through 4 p.m. tomorrow. So it's going to be a really gusty day tomorrow. Again, just make sure you're aware of that. And we're timing out those winds for you. As we work our way into tonight, it's not going to be too bad out there. Right around 17 miles per hour by 10:30. But watch this as we move into the early part of tomorrow morning, 33 miles per hour. And that's just sustained winds. We could be seeing gusts up to 50 miles per hour. That's going to continue right through the day. You can see 29 miles per hour for Oswego, 25 for you in Pulaski, and then continuing right into your Friday night as well. As we work our way into Saturday, you'll start to see those winds die off a little bit, and then we'll start to see that sun come out. Again, you can see that those showers moving in tonight. Right around 11 p.m., you're going to notice some lighter showers out there. They're going to move by pretty quickly, and then we'll start to clear out once again for your Friday evening and into Saturday, and then we'll actually see a pretty sunny day for most of the day Saturday, so something to look forward to as we've seen a lot of clouds out there recently. So for tonight, we're going to look at temperatures getting to right around 42, so that's not too bad. But again, look at those winds, 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 40 miles per hour again with that wind. So grab that rain jacket as well because we're going to have those showers around. And then into tomorrow, those winds will just increase even more, gusting up to 55, maybe even 60 miles at times, getting up to 46 degrees. We'll see those temperatures really dropping throughout the day, so definitely have a heavier jacket with you. Now for Thursday, again, 46 again for Friday with that rain. We're going to clear out for Saturday with temperatures getting up to 42. Sunday, 43. We're going to see those clouds sticking around. Monday and Tuesday will be right around 45, and then getting into the upper 40s for Tuesday and Wednesday with those showers returning.
I don't know what song that is, but I want that to be my ringtone.
Yeah.
That's so soothing. Okay, so today, Julia Tilley, our entertainment anchor, she's not here. She's recovering from some sort of aggressive illness, and she's at home recovering, so we wish her well. However, what we're going to do today is Caroline's entertainment anchor debut happens in the next block, but right now, instead of having her plan all of that and do everything else we usually ever do, I thought that I would take it upon myself to produce this block of entertainment, which is just looking at interesting Thanksgiving dishes, excuse me, that we have found on Pinterest, which is just people who are out of control. People need to stop doing so much. I have narrowed it down to 4 pretty good options for Thanksgiving replacements. But before we get there, I would like to go into the honorable mentions, which are not so honorable. These are pretty actually terrible ideas. The first one, let me see if this tickles your fancy. It's a baked apple stuffed with sausage stuffing. So it's essentially taking an apple, cutting out the core, filling it with sausage stuffing, and then baking it in an oven. Yeah, that's not good. It's not a good look. People have made that. Moving on, the next one, this one sounds pretty good, but it's a little lazy. It's apple pie salsa with cinnamon sugar chips. It's like taking tortillas, rolling it in cinnamon sugar. Yeah, that's good.
That doesn't sound bad.
Cranberry ice cream? Maybe, okay. Chipotle potato skins, which is potato skins filled with Chipotle mac and cheese. It's a no-go for me. And then oyster and sausage stuffing. No. Yeah, no, never again. All right, so let's talk about our first dish of the winners. This is supposed to replace your mac and cheese. They are, can we get the picture on the screen? Fried mashed potato balls. So they're essentially loaded potatoes that you roll in panko breadcrumbs and then deep fry. All right, so the recipe calls for mashed potatoes, bacon, cheddar cheese, and chives. That's about it. And then you deep fry them, and then you eat them like arancini, if that's too Italian, like round mozzarella sticks, I guess. Would you eat this at Thanksgiving? Is this
100%.
Okay, but for Thanksgiving?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm more of a purist. If I'm going to have mashed potatoes, I'm going to have mashed potatoes.
I'll eat that. I'd eat that, like, honestly, every day. Sounds a little gross, but...
I'd eat it every day. Okay. All right. The next one. This one is, I think this is kind of gross, but I'd like to see what you think. Turkey sliders with stuffing biscuits. So the biscuits here are made of stuffing. That is a turkey burger with mirepoix in it, mirepoix being carrots, celery, and onions. And the white stuff that you saw in there, can we get that picture back up one time? I just want to let everybody know, that white stuff, that's mayonnaise. That's just a bunch of mayonnaise.
I don't like the turkey burger part or the mayonnaise part or wherever else is on it.
That's cranberry sauce.
All right. But the stuffing biscuits sounds kind of
Okay,
good.
so, all right, they're batting about 20% on this. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought, like, I couldn't do it. Not instead of turkey, no. I'm a purist, like I said. We're getting into dessert territory. This is this first one, I'm telling you now, it's a no from me. These are pumpkin pie popsicles. Yeah. It is essentially just goat's milk or Greek yogurt. They say you could do oat milk and almond milk if you want to. And then pureed pumpkin, vanilla extract or maple syrup, and then pumpkin pie spices.
I hate pumpkin pie in general, so
Okay.
I wouldn't like that.
Okay. Well, I think the idea of having a Thanksgiving popsicle is a good idea, just not one that's like goat's milk, Greek yogurt, and then pureed pumpkin. Let's call an end to the madness. This next one is an absolute yes from me. It's an absolute yes from me. Caroline, I would love to hear what you have to say about pumpkin pecan bread pudding.
I don't like pumpkins or pecans or bread pudding, so it's a no for me.
How could you not like bread pudding?
I'm just not a fan.
How? How? Look at the way the thing looked so good. It looked delicious. I would eat only that. I would eat that and only that for the whole meal.
I just don't like bread pudding.
That's fine if you. I don't understand. You've broken my heart, Fredo. I don't know. That's such a bummer to end the block. Come on. I was really hoping.
I'm sorry.
We gotta go.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I have your entertainment update.
And I will be crying. All right. Very excited for your national anchor debut. We'll see you after the break.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine at 9. And as you can tell, I'm not Julia Tilley. And since she is out sick today, we thought it was a great idea for me to take over our entertainment segment. So let's get started. The nominees for the 62nd Annual Grammy Awards were announced yesterday. At the top of the nomination leaderboard is Lizzo, where she has 8 nominations. Lizzo showed her excitement on Twitter by tweeting "thank you" in all caps and also saying, "This has been an incredible year for music and I am just so thankful to be a part of it." Following right behind her is Billie Eilish and Lil Nas X, who both have 6 nominations. All 3 of them are nominated for the 4 biggest categories, like Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. The Grammys will go live on January 26, 2020. It wouldn't be an entertainment block without a story about a member of One Direction. Harry Styles has announced the songs for his upcoming album, Fine Line. He originally announced his new album on November 4th, but never released any names until 2 days ago. The list includes songs named Cherry, Sunflower Volume 6, and Fine Line, and will also include his already released songs Watermelon Sugar and Lights Up. The full album will be released on December 13th. Now, this is what dreams are made of. Yesterday, Hilary Duff, who will be starring and producing the Lizzie McGuire reprise, announced that Adam Landberg will be joining the cast as the sarcastic and beloved character Gordo. No questions were answered if they were still going to be friends or even more in the show, but fans were excited nonetheless. The show picks back up where Lizzie reaches her 30th birthday and she's living in New York City as an interior designer. And just like the original, the show will follow Lizzie's animated alter ego. The show sets to air on Disney+, but no air date has been announced. The December host and musical guest lineup for Saturday Night Live was announced yesterday, and this month it looks like an exciting one. On December 7th, will be hosted by Jennifer Lopez and musical guest DaBaby. On the 14th, Scarlett Johansson will be hosting and have musical guest Niall Horan, another one of the wonderful One Direction members. And lastly, on the 21st, we'll have former SNL staple Eddie Murphy and a performance by Lizzo. This holiday season looks like it's off to a great start. Fans at the Los Angeles Lakers-Oklahoma City Thunder game on Tuesday were in for a bit of surprise. Most people were expecting a performance from the Lakers cheerleaders, but they had a few guests join them. Those guests include James Corden, Venus Williams, and Rob Gronkowski.
By the way, that's Venus Williams.
Hit it,
Is
Venus.
it not correct?
Hit it, Venus. She was at the Bears game, and she did a really good job kicking a field goal.
And then Venus tags that guy. Who's that? Zeke?
Oh,
Now,
Gronk.
help me out. I know him. That's Gronk.
Go ahead on, Gronk.
He says he can't say he would never not come back.
Tom Brady looking for you.
That's what I mean.
There's
James.
Corden.
Okay, get it, James.
Okay.
Where's your car, James?
And back to Gronk. Like, who has more fun than that?
That's what I was going to say. Gronk is really enjoying life and has always enjoyed life. I mean, you like to see him on the field, but definitely off the field, he's really enjoying himself.
I don't know about what you guys thought, but Gronkowski danced a lot better than I thought, and maybe that should be his new career since he doesn't play football anymore.
He has talked about coming out of retirement, but I think you're right. I think
Dance career is where he should go.
he at the very least should do Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
Like he did so, I don't know about well. He was so enthusiastic about what was going on in the court right there that it only makes sense. It's his natural place in the world.
Yeah.
Do you have any news about quick weather for us, Eric?
Really just very gusty winds tomorrow. So if you're headed out, just watch out for that. 50 to 60 miles per hour.
What are we looking like for snow this week? Are we going to get any snow?
Looks like we're stuck in the 40s, so not a good chance for snow, really.
I want it to be a white Christmas, but until then, keep it away from me, Mother Nature. All right. That is our show for you this week, and we will be back for our final show of the semester on December 5th.
But until then, have a happy Thanksgiving and be safe.
Thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.